Today's book is Pete the Kitty Goes to the Doctor. Pete the Kitty wakes up. It's time to go to school. Pete stretches his arms, he stretches his legs. Ouch! Pete's belly hurts. Pete calls his dad. My belly does not feel groovy, he said. Pete's dad feels his head. You do not have a fever. Dad says, you just need some rest. Dad tucked Pete back into his bed. Dad kisses Pete's head. Pete pulls up his covers. He thinks he will have a cool day at home. Pete starts to play with his trains. And Pete starts to paint a picture. It is time to get dressed, Dad said. It is time to go to the doctor. Pete does not want to go to the doctor. Pete is scared of the doctor. Dad said, the doctor is cool. She's not scary. Dad takes Pete to the doctor's office. They wait their turn. The waiting room's fun. Pete gets to play with lots of far-out toys. The nurse comes for Pete. She takes him to another room. The nurse checks for a fever. The doctor comes in. She checks Pete's ears. She checks Pete's eyes. The doctor feels Pete's belly. He listens to Pete's heart. The doctor even lets Pete listen to her heart. Don't worry, the doctor says. It's just a bellyache. The doctor gives Pete a cool sticker. She tells Pete to rest. Dad takes Pete home. Dad lets Pete rest in bed. Pete will feel better soon. Dad was right. The doctor was not scary. She was nice.
Aww.
Pete feels better. Soon he'll be back to his groovy self again.
Yay!
The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where Pete gets to play with all the toys in the doctor's office. Pete the Kitty and the Groovy Playdate. Pete the Kitty jumps out of bed. I cannot wait, Grumpy Toad, and I have a groovy playdate. Hey, Grumpy Toad, I'm ready to play. It's going to be an awesome day! Pete wants to play with Grumpy Toad's cool blue truck. Zoom, zoom, vroom, all around the room. But Grumpy Toad starts to whine. That truck is mine, mine, mine. Pete the Kitty says, no worries, that's okay. I'll find something else to play. Pete finds some blocks. Let's build a city, says Pete. But Grumpy Toad starts to whine. Those blocks are mine, mine, mine. Pete the Kitty says, no worries, that's okay. I'll find something else to play.
Aww.
Pete sees the superhero cape far out. Have no fears, Super Kitty is here. Grumpy Toad starts to whine. That cape is mine, mine, mine. Grumpy Toad has all the toys and Pete has none. This playdate is just not fun. Pete is sad. Pete is blue. He thinks about what to do. Grumpy Toad, wouldn't it be better if we were playing together? Grumpy Toad says, my pile of toys has grown, but but it's no fun playing alone. Grumpy Toad thinks of all the fun he and Pete have together. Yes, sharing would make this playdate so much better. Yay! Grumpy Toad shares his truck with Pete. You push me and I'll push you. Zoom, zoom, vroom, all around the room. Grumpy Toad shares his blocks. Here are the blocks, Pete the kitty, for you and me to build a city. Grumpy Toad shares his cape. Okay, time for superheroes to save the day. Have no fear, Wonder Toad and Super Kitty are here, our toys. Grumpy Toad shares all his toys with Pete. They play and play, and they play and play, and play. What a groovy, awesome day! Yoo-hoo! Thank you, Grumpy Toad, for sharing your cape, your truck, and your blocks. Wow, sharing rocks! Yay! The end. What was your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where Grumpy Toad finally shared his cape with Pete the cat. With Pete the kitty. Pete the Kitty, Wash Your Hands by Kimberly and James Dean. Wash your hands, says Mom. Okay, says Pete the Kitty. I'm done. Pete's hands are not clean. I'll help you, says Bob. Watch me. Turn on the water, Bob says. Then wet your hands. Splish! Scrub your hands with soap. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Rinse your hands with water. Splash! Then dry your hands. Rub, rub, rub. Now you try it, Bob says. Splish, scrub, splash, rub. Ta-da! Says Pete. Great job, says Bob. We must wash our hands many times a day, says Bob. When? Asks Pete. Wash your hands after you play. Splish, scrub, splash, rub. Wash your hands when you throw trash away. Splish, scrub, splash, rub. Wash your hands before you eat. Splish, scrub, splash, rub. Wash your hands after a treat. Splish, scrub, splash, rub. Wash your hands when someone is sick. Splish, scrub, splash, rub. Wash your hands if you have to pick. Splish, scrub, splash, rub. Wash your hands if you sneeze, cough, or blow. Splish, scrub, splash, rub. And please wash your hands after you go. Splish, scrub, splash, rub. I've got it, says Pete. Thank you, Bob. Have fun, Bob says. Ta-da! Splish, scrub, splash, rub. Did you wash your hands? Mom asked. Yes, says Pete. Keeping clean is good. The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where Pete got all muddy. Thank you for reading with me.